is that we all get it. Don't give in to the pain, just keep living, cause
got dreams I'm striving for. So I'm gonna live higher. I'm gonna live higher. I got dreams I'm striving.
What's up, guys? It's Toby Ozari, and today's video I wanted to talk about is wholesaling dead. Before I get started, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification. That way you get notified whenever I post a video. Also, give this video a like and share this video if I provided some sort of value. So I wanted to talk about a topic that is kind of gone a little viral. It's kind of caught some attention, and it's the new law that has been passed in Chicago, Illinois, which has made wholesaling illegal, right? Essentially what the law states is, the new law that has been passed essentially just means that you need to be licensed. You need to get a realtor's license, right? You need to be licensed in order to sign a contract. Not that big of a deal. And I know of some other states as well. I think Utah is one of them, that you have to be a licensed realtor. You have to be licensed in order to even sign a contract, which is a little frustrating because I don't think it's necessary. It's just realtors don't understand the law. Because what they don't know is any contract is actually assignable as long as it doesn't say it's not assignable, right? You can actually assign any contract as long as it doesn't say it's unassignable, right? That's just a contract law, right? But realtors, in my opinion, have gotten really frustrated because they're finding out that these wholesalers are making a shit ton of money on these assignments, right? And they're not even closing on these properties, right? And a realtor they really don't get paid that well. Unless you're selling high-end homes and you're doing a lot of deals, a lot of listings, they generally don't make, there's only a very small percentage that make good money as a realtor, right? Because they have to get a commission, and then they split that commission, a percentage of that commission, to their broker. So that's why they don't make a ton of money, because they have to split that commission in some way or some form with their broker that they're licensed under. So I think realtors are, in my opinion, have gotten upset over the years because wholesalers have been making 10 times more money than they have in the real estate business, right? And then they're not even licensed, right? Now, I try to see both sides, right? So I get it. What has happened over the years, there's been an explosion of the actual specialized knowledge of wholesaling. Not a lot of people have known about wholesaling. Not a lot of people know that you can legally assign a contract to an end buyer, and you don't technically need to close on that property, right? But what has happened to the masses, the message has gotten out there, right? So there's a lot more people aware of it, right? It's a lot more public to the masses as it's been in the previous years. So wholesaling has been legal, has been going on for years, right? It's been going on for probably for a long time, longer than I've known, right? And it's just started to catch wind because of all these gurus, all these people on social media, all this information online where people are, talking about wholesaling, how you can flip a house, no money, no credit, which is all true. So people have started getting wind of that information, including realtors, including homeowners, including lawyers and things like that. And they're like, and the truth of the matter is, like I said, I'm not trying to be biased. The truth of the matter is, wholesaling isn't regulated. There's no regulation under it, right? Essentially, you can be a one-man shop, and you could be flipping homes quietly, make a 6-figure, 7-figure income, right? And it's not like it's a niche business in real estate where it's not really regulated, right? You don't have to be licensed to do that, to assign a contract. So I feel like it's gotten a lot of attention in the last few years because of the gurus that go on tour and the social media and all that. And people have started to catch on, and they start to question the ethics of it. They should, realtors talk about you should be licensed. They want to get, so essentially the law in Chicago, Illinois essentially means you have to get licensed. You just have to get your license. You have to get your realtor's license. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. And there's some people who are saying that it's going to be passed on all 50 states. They're going to slowly start passing the laws, and they might regulate it. As long as you can assign a contract, even if you have to get a realtor's license, I'm not concerned about about that, because all you have to do is you get a realtor's license and you can assign a contract, or you can double close. It doesn't really matter. Use transactional funding, close the property, and then flip it. It doesn't really matter. But people get upset or draw the line because they know that you're actually not closing on it. You're just assigning it, and you get a big check in the middle. And the realtors feel like, you know, there needs to be some sort of license in order for you to do that. You know, again, I don't want to be biased. I see both sides. I do understand that a lot of wholesalers have kind of messed up, that have gotten into business, you know, and done some shady stuff and kind of put a bad name to the business and to our, what, you know, like our brand or that niche business of wholesaling. They've done some bad things, meaning like, you know, they didn't know what they were doing, or it was like they would put out a property in the contract, overpriced it and couldn't sell, and then the seller was, you know, they couldn't perform, right? A lot of people put properties on the contract and they really can't perform, meaning that they can't find a buyer because they overpriced it, because they don't know what they're doing. So I get all that. I guess how I can see how that can get people frustrated, and it can catch some attention. But, you know, at the end of the day, as long as you can assign a contract, or you don't even need to do that. You can just double close. It's just they're going to probably start passing this law where you have to get licensed. I'm not too concerned about it. As long as you can, there's going to be ways around it. So it doesn't really hinder the business. You just have to get your license in Illinois. In that case, you have to just get the license, or you can go to another state and just do it there, or you can do it virtually. You know, it's not, there's always going to be ways around it, right? Where even if they say you got to be licensed to sign a contract, you can just buy it. You can just buy it with transactional funding and double close and then just sell it, right? You don't necessarily need to assign it. I just like assigning because you don't have to come out of pocket, right? I like assigning because it's quick. It's like boom, boom, boom. But if it ever comes a case, I'll just get my license, or I'll just double close. I'm not too concerned about that. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on the law being passed in Chicago, Illinois, about it being illegal to wholesale where you have to get a license. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Also, give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. That's my time. My name is Toby Rosario. Peace.